Hi everyone, and my name is ARVIND, and I am author of the many books related to financial and wealth management. In this video, I am going to tell you that if you do this, you will never worry about your income again, and this will break the cycle of the poverty. I will tell you that how you can conquer poverty and how you can make sure that you don't have to worry about an income as long as you live. And do you know why most people never rise over poverty? Why do they fall to create any of the high hopes of super prosperous future, but they never make it because they don't follow these things, and the reason is that they never going to make that things. Now, if you are expecting to debating your ability to get what you long and reach the east up, you want to travel everywhere, you want to having the freedom with the money, then the man who is success must think progressively, creativity constructively, and innovatively about the all optimistically. You will go the collection in which you face it. If you look toward the poverty, toward lack, you will go that way. If on the other hand turn securely closely around the refuse to have anything to do with the poverty, don't think to live it or recognize it, you will begin to make progress toward the goals of the plenty. As long as you're ready doubt and discouragement, you will be failure. If you want to get away from the poverty, you must keep your mind in the productive creative condition. In order to do this, you must think confident, cheerful, creative thought. You must see a new word before you can live it in it. And you people who are in down to the word were sidetracked, who believe that their opportunity has gone forever and they can never get their feet again. Only knew the power and reversible of their thought. They could easily get a new start. If you would attract good fortune, you must get rid of the doubt. As long as that stand between you and your ambition, you must keep confident and cheerful. So, if you worry about the philosophy, if you worry about anyone else, it's going to worry about absurd making living, they cannot make a life. Okay, so then you need to trust law of infinite supply, but close their nature, so the abundance cannot flow to them. They do not obey the law of attraction. They keep their mind so pinched and their faith in themselves so small, so sorrow that narrow that the abundance and strangles like follow the law as is strict as that mathematic. If we obey it, we get the flow. If we strange it, we out it off. The trouble is not in the supply there, is abundance awaiting everyone on the globe. Prosperity being in the mind, and the impossibilities with the mental attitude that is hostile to it. We cannot attract everyone mentally by the attitude that is driving away what belongs. No matter how much one may longs to for the perspective and miserable poverty stricken mental attitude will close all the avenues to the oblivions and prosperity. Yeah, you cannot come in the through the poverty, through the failure, through the channel. They must be created mentally. And first, you must think about prosperity before we can come to how many take it again to there. The plenty of the good things in this world for the other comfort, luxuries, fine houses, good clothes, opportunities for the travel, and leisure, but not for themselves. They settle down into the conviction that these things do not belong to them, but are those a very different class. Why are you different class? Simply because you think yourself into the another class, think yourself into inferiority. You place limit on yourself, put on a bars between yourself and plenty. You yourself plenty, you cut off abundance, make the law of supply for you setting your mind it to buy what luck can you expect the get that what you believe you can't get by what you philosophy can you obtain the good things of the world when you are truly convinced and they are not to buy for you on the greatest curse of the world is the belief in the necessity of the poverty must people have the strong convictions that some must necessarily be poor that they were made to be poor and some but the truth is that there need to be poor person on the planet the earth is full of the resources that we have scarcely yet touched we have been poor in the very midst in the abundance simply because of our bleating thought and it was not intended we should have to such a hard time getting a living that we should just manage to excuse along to get together few comfort to spend about all of our time making a life instead of the making a life we do not demand an abundance which belong to us hence we need to lack of the fulfillness and incompleteness of our lives we do not demand royally and enough we are content with too little the things worthwhile it was intended that we should live the abundance life we should have a plenty of everything that is good of the don't mean to live a poverty and watchlessness let us new things new images as a new ideal of the plenty of abundance the great source of the all supply and abundance flow to us we shall never again know that the uh, all the shadows, all the doubts and the fears and the suggestion of the poverty and failure rooms mind when you have to become master of your thought.